Hey, Planeswalkers, Mythras here. Hope you're doing well and staying safe. Very excited today. We're going to check out another top 25 deck, this time in the Gruul colors. So we're going to take a look at a green-red deck. Very excited about this because it ramps really quickly. It's pretty interesting and plays very well in Best of 1. I've actually been playing it a ton at Mythic, so pretty excited to share this with you. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we have. It is a Umori Gruul Umori deck. Now, what does Umori do? First off, for the constraint, each non-land card in our starting deck shares a card type. So in this case, it is creatures. Now, make sure you absolutely choose creature once you cast Umori to make sure you get the one less to cast. So again, that's spells you cast the chosen type, cost one less to cast. So that's the benefit that we get. This deck still works well after the change in the companion format, especially, again, this is just an extra big body for us in a very big body deck already. Now, here's what we have in this deck. If you got questions, please let me know. Happy to answer those down below as I've played this quite a bit. Additionally, this deck list is also available for you in the description down there as well, so you can hop in and play it right away. Now, I'm going to take a look at our best of 3 options because this is always important for us. And I know a lot of you play best of 3. Additionally, where would I sideboard? So to give you a starter, we do have 26 lands in here already. I would probably look to switch out some of those potentially for starters. Maybe Yorvo, and mainly because it takes 3 forests, which is obviously achievable, but something to give you a start there. All right, so sideboard best of 3. Let's get into it here. We got Ember Shieldbreaker. You probably already know where we're going with this. Mainly, it's to destroy artifacts. We have some with Gemrazer already, but additional for the sack decks is going to be very important here. Gemrazer does hit enchantments as well, so we'll also get into another option here coming up on where you could play another creature to help you with artifacts and enchantments. All right, so if you got questions, let me know. Bone Crusher Giant here. We would play this against some aggro decks or sack decks in terms of getting things off the board. That's going to be very important for you. I would play this against things like Mono Red, Mardu Knights. I would also play this against any Lurrus deck. Additionally, cycle decks are still around, so this is a good one to have in your back pocket for those decks. All right, Thrashing Brontodon. So this was that other option I was talking about. Works great against John Rakdos Sack. Now, I would also play this against Temur Reclamation, so that's going to be clutch for you. Again, also anything that's running Yorion, there's still some of those decks around, like Esper, Orzhov Enchantments, those kinds of things, Orzhov Doom. So just be aware this is a good option for you there. All right, Klythos, God of Destiny. This is probably my favorite graveyard hate card for right now in Standard, and mainly because this is great against Bant. This is going to help you against Temur Reclamation. This will help you against any sack decks, Lurrus decks, cycle decks, all those kinds of things. And very, very powerful to get a 4-point swing on each turn. So I definitely need to be paying attention to this and make sure that you're sideboarding this guy in properly to get those things cleared out of the graveyard. Now, Ravager Worm. This card's great. We have one already, main board. I've won quite a few games because of this. The Riot ability plus the ability to take out lands that your opponent's running, as well as the ability to get targeted creatures, is huge for us. So this card, a lot of people have forgotten about, so this is going to be a big one for you, and hope you enjoy running this in your deck. Now, Voracious Hydra, almost kind of a smaller Ravager Worm in terms of we can fight another opponent's creature. I would run this against any deck that's got a lot of aggro or things that you need to get off the board. Again, this would be something like a sack deck or Mardu Knights. We just want to be taking those creatures off the board. And apologies, I probably didn't say where I'd play this. For an idea, Mardu Knights, you could blow up all their special lands. But the reality is, it might be a little late game for that. I would probably play this against something like a Jeskai or Azorus, just to take Trawler off the board. Something that you can keep in mind if you need this card for those kinds of things. But obviously you got to be leery of, at that far in the game, they're probably going to be running the counter unless they're tapped out. So a couple ideas there for you. All right. enough said. Let's hop into it right away here. I know I mentioned I've been playing it in ranked, so there's an example for you. I am going to take this into play here and play some competitive matches. Now, quickly, I just want to say, as always, thank you to all the subscribers. I really appreciate your feedback, support, all that fun stuff, and your comments. So if whether this is your first time or your 100th time, please feel free to subscribe down there. Really appreciate it. We are climbing fast in subscribers, almost at 500 here. Maybe by the time this is out, we'll be there. So just want to say thank you as always. Now back to the game here. We're playing a Lurrus deck, so this should be pretty interesting. I would like to keep this, so maybe we will try it. We're not getting the ramp specifically that I wanted. I like doing this into a turn 2 Migratory Beast, but we're not quite there yet. All right. But lots of good options here still nonetheless. And we'll swing with both these. And good news, if they aren't fully paying attention, we can double block with questing Arboreal. But we have to be careful of the Black Lance Death Toucher. There we go. All right, we'll hold that one back. There's our Migratory Greathorn. Now, they could cast here. Yep, here it comes. Fight as one. There it is. So we got that combat trick off the board here. And we'll go to 3, 4. So we're doing this because next turn we can hit End-Raze, I believe. 4, 5, 6, 7. This will be close. Take the damage. Probably could have double blocked, but I didn't want to lose my guy there. We'll have enough next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can go 7. So could have cleave. So the question here is trample and vigilance or double. I think we do this. Boom, there we go. Overcame my deck almost, Mardu Knights. A little different version there, but great win for us with our Gruul Umori deck. We flushed out that fight as one early on, so that was really key for us. Figured they had that held up. All right, on to match number 2. Great start, 1-0. Now we're taking on the War Maiden. Maybe mono red. So unfortunately, we did not hit the kind of Arboreal into Migratory here, but I do want to keep this. And even though our opponent's going first too. All right, looks like we got a sack deck in the Jund realm. Put that in the bottom. So the sack decks really hurt us. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe it's Gruul. I don't know. Really hurt us when we do not get those creatures stacked on the board. So that is a big thing that we have to be careful of at all times. Looks like a Gruul, feels like a Gruul. It is a Gruul deck. Question here then. At 3, I'm gonna have to do it. Now I'm gonna attack in. That works. All right, we'll see what they have. 5, we'll be at 6. We will absolutely take action. Guess we could have played stone there because Paradise might come at us for 2, but I think we're okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not quite there yet. And we could have seen that, I guess. No, we need 2. So we'll play this. I would expect a cleave here then. Oh, there you go. So the question here is, no attack. And that's good game, unfortunately. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Very close. Very, very close. And again, we lose to a Gruul. Look at that. There it goes. All right, on to match 3. Just not enough juice there. A little slow on our end. All right, against a slightly more explosive Gruul aggro deck to some extent. Well, that really wasn't aggro. They had a little bit more board control with some of the cards that we have in our sideboard, actually. All right, against Rascal. Here we go. Maybe we'll finally get... No. Terrible, terrible starting hand. Was hoping we would hit one game here. Here we go. Now we hit it. Now we're in business. We're in business. This is what I wanted. Now, if we pick up one more land... Ah, here we go. Turn 2 is going to look real nice for us. And the thinning has begun. I'm actually going to play Yorvo. Look at that. We had a 1-of, unless he counters it. Guess I should have played Stomping Ground. Now we have another color in there, so we're playing Sultai. So we will go this. Protection from blue. That works. So shifting Ceratops is going to get through. We are playing, there it is, the good old blue-black flash deck. Here we go. That will get us close to lethal. There we go. Boom, look at that. Great matches, 2-1, lost to a Gruul deck, which only fitting, obviously. But an awesome Gruul Umori top 25 deck for us. So let's go ahead and take a look at this again. What's funny is I did try to do a recording of this yesterday, and unfortunately I had some issues where for some reason my mic wasn't on, and we went 4-0. But telling you, great deck. I love this thing. Here you go. Here are the cards for you again. If you have questions, let me know down below. Again, deck list down below for you as well. Here's the sideboard. And lastly, just want to say best of luck with this deck. I think it's absolutely great and will do a good job for you, especially in the last couple days here before things kind of switch up and the season ends as well. Quickly, just want to say thank you again. Please feel free to subscribe to the channel over there. I would love to see you around more, hear some feedback, and appreciate your support. So take care. Enjoy this top 25 Gruul Umori deck. Mythras out.